What's up, my dingoes? This is Team Brock here with Cold as Bryan. This is Crunchy Roll Zach doing the intro for Blue Eyes. Let's get into it.
What's going on, guys? Cold as Bryan here. We have another Blue Eyes White Dragon profile coming at you. It's a lot better than UBL. I like it a lot. It's kind of more expensive than UBL, but it's really fun to use, so let's get right into it. Start out, of course, 3 Blue Eyes. Pretty self-explanatory. More expensive card here, the more expensive Blue Eyes. Alternative Dragon. Gotta reveal Blue Eyes to special summon this guy from your hand. But he's not that bad. You basically special summon Blue Eyes. Pops a guy by effect. 2 Dragon Spirit of White. A good back row hate card. Tribute him. He can tribute for a Blue Eyes in your hand by a quick effect, so I like him a lot. Coming up next, 1, 2, 3 White Stone of Ancients. This card, not too shabby, I don't think. I think White Stone of Legend is better, but White Stone of Ancients can get the special summon out in the end phase or get graveyard cards back to the hand, so it's kind of more versatile. 1 White Stone of Legend, you want to foolish that sometimes to get a Blue Eyes to your hand, or Dragon. I think this is the best when it uses the second card under Dragon Shrine to get the Blue Eyes right to your hand. Coming up next, 1, 2, 3 Sage. Really great. Get another level 1 tuner in your hand. Really great for searching our next card, which is Effect Veiler. Very, very good, I think, in this deck. Because, a lot of guys are going to throw out their shit at you, but you can just be like, oh, no, Effect Veiler. And, if you're going to negate their effects and you got a couple of 3,000 attack monsters, you should be in pretty decent shape.
Seems good.
1 Glow Up Bulb. You want to have a nice level 1 tuner in this deck because you do a lot of synchroing. So if you can 1-for-1 this thing out, you can usually get a couple of pretty decent plays. Next,
I got Lilac.
Lilac, very nice. Oh, yeah. 2 Ash Blossoms. These actually are not mine. They're the kids, but if you're fortunate enough to get your hands on this, always use it. If not, you can always substitute it for... Because when the kid has to take these back, I'm probably going to go back to using another Effect Veiler. And I don't know, maybe that's tough. I'll replace those with. But if you have these, obviously use them. If not, it's not the end of the world, but it's a difference maker. Next, spells. 3 Melody. Very good. You use it to get a free... if you activate this, it's almost always a free alternative dragon. So if you find this... you basically have a 3,000 attack monster. That's what this means. Best case scenario is you can just, for the 1 discard, throw out your White Stone of Legend to get a Blue Eyes plus 2 alternatives. So it's a nice +1 or +3, or whatever the math is. 1-for-1. This is almost always best for Glow Up Bulb. Yeah. 2 Dragon Shrine. Like I said earlier, usually when I started playing, I usually sent out Blue Eyes, then the White Stone of Legend. But I think it's actually better to send a White Spirit of Ancient to the graveyard, because if you send all your Blue Eyes, then you're not going to have. There's a good chance you might not have another Blue Eyes to reveal to play an alternative. So, like I said, Dragon Spirit of White, usually the better choice there. Next, 3 Trade-In. Pretty necessary for this deck. Throw your Blue Eyes, your alternative, or your Dragon Spirit of White out. Draw 2. And since you have so much revival power, it doesn't really matter that you're getting rid of them. 1 Desires. I've done 2 before, but if your Desires gets ashed, it sucks. So sometimes if 1 gets ashed, you might have to go into 2, but it's usually better to just go with 1. Because there's a lot of things you can ash bait in this deck, so I think 1 is okay. 1 Dark Hole. Dark Hole, been around for a couple of minutes. You have, since you have 3 Return of the Dragon Lords in this deck, plus Azure Eyes, you can usually protect your shit from this card. But if not, it's not the end of the world, like I said, because there's so much revival power in this deck. 1 Regeki, wreck your opponent's field. Obviously, also very good. 1 Twin Twister, get a little more back row hate, because your Dragon Spirit of White's not going to do it all. Monster Reborn. Get a free card out from any player's, their graveyard. I think it's a pretty useful card. Definitely not bad. Soul Charge, probably the best card in the deck. Because, if you have a couple of Blue Eyes, a couple of Tuners in the graveyard, you can really just go off if you have this card. But then again, it's important to make sure you have enough life points to use it. Next, 1 Silver's Cry. Might bring it up to 2 or 3, but 1 seems to be okay. Coming up next, 3 Return of the Dragon Lords. Again, probably the second or third most expensive card in this deck. Actually, it's not that bad. I think it's like $9-10 or something, like $8-10. So if you can get this card, it's like obviously another huge difference maker. Nice Monster Reborn for your Blue Eyes or your Crystal Wing, and then plus when it's out in the field, it protects everything. Last, 1 trap, Skill Drain. You have so many 3,000 attack monsters in this deck and a lot of grave effects, so Skill Drain really plays to your advantage here. So that's it for the main deck. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. 1 Foolish. I don't know how that got over there. Foolish, you want to send Glow Up Bulb or White Stone of Legends or Ancients to the graveyard, or even a Blue Eye if you ever have a Vile spell in your hand. So that's always good.
That's 40?
Should be, yeah. Might be 41. Is the Dark... No, whatever. If it's 41, the Dark Hole is the extra card. Extra deck time. Blue Eyes, Spirit Dragon. Really great. I think always go to this card before Azure Eyes, because you can take this guy out, or pull this guy out, and then let him sit during your opponent's turn. If you can't get anything in your turn, let him sit, and then if your opponent tries to take him out, tag out, get your Azure Eyes out, and your Azure Eyes protects everything you have. So I think that's always pretty decent. And then I think the best thing to do is tag out during your own or during your opponent's end phase, or even your own standby phase. That way you get the. I'm saying if you're only tagging out for Azure Eyes, so you're going to tag out, and you'll get a revival in your standby phase. 1 Azure Eyes, obviously another card that's been around for it's been like 4 years now. Protects your dragons for the turn after, for 2 turns after it's summoned, and then in your standby phase, resurrects a normal dragon monster in your graveyard. So obviously there's a lot of normal dragons in this deck. Next, Stardust Spark Dragon. This is a tag out target for what's this called? Spirit. Not really a main card. It's mostly there just for the tag out, so it can go up into Cloud Castle. Black Rose Moonlight, another tag out victim or target. Crystal Wing, you want to tag out your Spirit to your Black Rose Moonlight into Crystal Wing.
Yeah, we know what they do.
Somebody's salty after that 2-0, bro.
Check, please.
Crystal Wing, Cloud Castle. Cloud Castle will help you go into... Where is he? This bad boy right here. The King of All Calamities, really good in this deck. 38, Hope Harbinger, protects spells. Galaxy Package.
Very nice big package.
I think so. So get your rank 8. Take, pop.
Send your whole deck to the grave.
Send 3 dragons with different names from your deck to the grave, which, unless you're late in the game, you should have. Yeah. Oh, and it makes your opponent banish 3 cards from their deck, too. Blue Eyes Twin Burst. Why? This was what I added back in after Ancient Fairy got relegated to the ban list.
Rip.
Yeah, that sucks. But this card, it's okay, because this card can get over a lot of things, because Borreload it can get over pretty easily. Just attack, and then it can't destroy a battle, so it just banishes anything. And then lastly, something that I never make that's just here for show, Under Clock Taker. So, yeah, like I said, never make it. Don't worry about it. If you have to make that, you're obviously desperate. So that's pretty much it. It's a really fun deck. I'm really glad Blue Eyes is pretty enjoyable to use because it's been a while. I love these cards. I love my Ghost Rare artwork. I love the new artwork. I wish Alternative wasn't so fucking expensive, but I'm glad I have it now because it's definitely a difference maker. I can't imagine this deck without Alternative. It probably wouldn't be very good at all. A lot worse than it already is.
It wouldn't be a Blue Eyes deck.
Definitely not. But Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, probably the MVP of the deck. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's Cold Ass Bryan. This is the Blue Eyes deck. We have more shit coming soon.
Pay to win.
That's it. Later.